This is Sudden Impact. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sudden Impact, where I, John, bring you the news about TNA wrestling. So in today's news, Wednesday the 11th of September, the real reason the Rascalz were pulled from the NXT Tag Team Championship match, a TNA wrestler appears on NXT, Victory Road Go Home Impact segment announced, as well as the final match card for Impact and Victory Road itself. So without further ado, let's get started. So as announced by NXT GM Ava Raine on X and other WWE social media platforms, the Street Profits replaced the Rascalz in the NXT Tag Team Championship match against Nathan Frazier and Axiom. So the real reason for this sudden replacement was due to Trey Miguel needing surgery. So this decision was made by Miguel on Sunday. It is unknown whether the Rascalz will receive another shot at the NXT Tag Team Championships at a later date. And on this week's episode of NXT, Oba Femi faced a mystery opponent as Tony D'Angelo of The Family had put a hit on Femi. So Femi's opponent / hitman, or whatever you choose to call it, was revealed to be TNA's own Hammerstone. This truly was a surprise that no one expected, as speculation had either Moose or Josh Alexander being revealed as Femi's hitman. And moving on to the next story. Well, say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry has been announced for the Victory Road Go Home episode of Impact this Thursday. So he won't be having a match, but he will just be featured in a segment in ring. So Hendry faces Josh Alexander at this Friday's Victory Road event in San Antonio. So this will build to that match and hopefully get the more interest and viewers purchasing the event on either TNA Plus or the various streaming services which are showing it. So this rivalry between Alexander and Hendry have been building since the two faced off in the World Championship six-way match at Slammiversary, which saw Alexander turn heel and eliminate Hendry by giving him a low blow and delivering the C4 spike before pinning him. The Victory Road Go Home episode of Impact matches have been finalized, and it looks like a fantastic card to hype the Victory Road event. So the Hardys will take on the System of Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards. Hammerstone takes on Steve Macklin. Xia Brookside faces Ash by Elegance. And the debut match of Heather Reckless as she faces Giselle Shaw, and ABC challenges First Class. If you're enjoying this episode, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and it helps me produce fantastic videos like this. Also, if you subscribe, you get access to the fantastic catalog of previous episodes that I've done. Ring the bell for notifications on new videos that are being released. Announcing the final card for this year's Victory Road event taking place at the Boeing Center in Tech Point Complex in San Antonio, Texas. So Zachary Wentz defends the X Division Championship against Mike Bailey, and this is Bailey's rematch, which he invoked on last week's episode of Impact. The Knockouts Tag Team Champions Alicia Edwards and Marsha Slamovich. The Militia, representing the System, take on Danny Luna and Jody Threat of Spitfire, with the stipulation that if Spitfire lose, they will be forced to disband. In the Tag Team Championship match between Ace Austin and Chris Bay of the ABC, they will be facing the challengers Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards of the System. And this is also Myers and Edwards rematch, which they also invoked in last week's episode of Impact. The previously mentioned match between Joe Hendry and Josh Alexander. And in the final scheduled match of the night, it sees Nick Nemeth defending his TNA World Championship against Moose, also from the System. And this is Moose's rematch, as he also invoked the championship rematch on last week's episode of Impact as well. So this looks like a solid card that is sure to cause massive fireworks, especially in TNA. And it is the last event before the Bound for Glory pay-per-view in October. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below and ring that bell for notifications. Until next time, guys, I'm John, and this has been Sudden Impact.